Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get into our E3 predictions for 2021. Here's how this is going to work. We talked about this before the show. Someone tell me if this is wrong, but we're going to go in a circle. So it's going to go me, James, Ryder, and we're just going to go in a circle with some of our biggest predictions for this year. And then basically if someone says something that we have on our list too, we'll just talk about it. We're going to chat it up. We're going to just hot take the crap out of each other for this. All right.
That's how it's going to go. Let's do it. Get us
Number
started.
one.
Better be a big one.
I'm just gonna start it off real hot since we're on the subject of God of War. Okay, we're gonna start us real hot, and I want you guys to tell me no. I want you guys to tell me you're definitely wrong or agree. You know what I mean? Either way. Even with all this news on God of War Ragnarok, I still think that we get a trailer. Not just a 30-second teaser. It's not gonna be a full 15-minute gameplay thing. There's no shot. We're not at that point yet. But I'm guessing we get like a 5-minute hefty trailer that teases story. We get an idea of locations and baddies, what the characters are up to. But still tons of room to speculate. There will be like no spoilers. It'll be very like, it'll be like narration, maybe like a quick shot of something. Like, you know what I mean? It'll be like that, like probably like a 5-minute thing. What do you guys think about that? Or what do you think we will be getting for God of War?
You know, I think I could totally see something very similar to the first trailer that we got for God of War back in 2017, 2018, where you get that short gameplay demo of Kratos and Atreus like walking into the forest and doing the whole deer thing, and you get like, wait a second, was there another trailer after that showcased a little bit of the combat, or was that
it was gameplay? A little bit. Didn't
was
Corey
that the same one?
I think so, right? Where they showed that with the orchestra, and then they had gameplay. I thought he played it.
There's the trailer. No, it's the trailer where he's wrapping his arms like this, and he's like wrapping it heavy, and it kind of like pans up, and then you see like Kratos, and then the crowd goes wild, and it just cuts. That was like the trailer that we got previously for Ragnarok, where it was just like literally just the title. We got Ragnarok, and then they showed gameplay at a separate event, I believe. But it was that same year. It was that same year.
Okay. Right. So I think we'll get that.
Okay. The gameplay part, the second part,
the first part. I think we'll get gameplay. But again, not the 15-minute gameplay demo. But I mean, Sony Santa Monica never did a 15-minute gameplay demo for the first one. It was only like, I don't know, 3 minutes.
Sure.
So I think we'll get something like that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
My little tidbit, I think that maybe we have like an orchestra playing a score of kind of the theme, but kind of a new rendition of it.
They'll go big.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be fun.
They'll go so big.
We're gonna start with this is a double. This is a two-piecer, a twofer.
A twofer.
And this is in regards to the Nintendo conference. All right, so here's my low ball, and I have a high ball, a reacher. My low ball is Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 trailer with a gameplay demo. And it is releasing this fall alongside a new Switch Pro.
Sure.
Console bundle?
Here's
maybe. And then my reach is you get that for the fall, and then you get one Zelda game remastered dropping right now on the Nintendo Play Store. So as the event is occurring, saying go download this right now. It's going to be like Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time. One of the big ones is going to, or like, you know, I can see maybe one that has a big cult following, but not necessarily like, it's not like Ocarina of Time big. I'm thinking like Wind Waker.
Like, Twilight Princess? That's all I want. That's all I want is Twilight Princess.
A lot of people like want Twilight Princess because that was their like first Zelda game.
I guess that was one of my first.
I like the pitch on the remaster. The remaster feels about right. I feel like we're seeing a lot of remasters lately. I feel like there's been a lot of news of different like Crisis and stuff like that. Breath of the Wild 2, I do think we could possibly see something. I mean, it makes sense. As for the bundle, I feel like it will be bundled, but I don't think that announcement's coming yet. But I feel like the bundle just makes sense to bundle that.
I feel like we have to get Breath of the Wild 2 trailer and gameplay this E3. Like,
yeah, we do.
And it's coming out at the end of the year.
Because we've known about it since, 2019?
Forever. We've known about that game freaking forever. And like, if Nintendo really is launching a console this year, they need games to ship with that console that are going to show it. And it's going to be Breath of the Wild 2. They literally have nothing else that they've announced that would make people buy it. But I think that game would sell that console, you know? Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't know if we get a release date, because here's what I'm thinking. Here's really what I'm thinking, guys. Do you remember when Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild 1 launched the same exact week in 2016 or 17 or whenever it launched? It launched the same exact week. Horizon didn't sell anything. Horizon didn't sell crap. Okay, I think that's another reason why we didn't get a release date for Horizon. Not only because they don't know if they're ready, they don't want to launch the same time Breath of the Wild's launching when it's the same freaking open world game and then kill their sales like they did the last time. So who knows? But James,
good thing Horizon isn't coming out till 2022.
We'll see. If Horizon doesn't come out to 2022, then God of War's not coming out to the end of 2022.
December 20.
Which means Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is going to eat up those fall sales.
I really want Breath of the Wild 2 and Horizon this year though, so that we can get God of War in like May. We're all in agreement that we're getting Breath of the Wild 2 at some point this week. There's no shot we're not.
Yeah, no shot we're not.
And if we can get Wind Waker remastered to drop day in, day out, right?
Okay.
This is you.
Okay. So something that I'm really looking forward to, and this is kind of a stretch, don't get me wrong, but there's some practicality with this. I want to see something new from Remedy. Now, Alan Wake has been in the universe. We have Quantum Break, Control, and Alan Wake is huge in this universe, you know. And I want to see maybe if they even did a remaster and not like a new sequel or an IP with Remedy, I'd be happy because I want a new next generation for Alan Wake. But most likely, what's about to happen is Remedy released some footage a while back at an event called Crossfire X, and that was a cinematic action shooter. And so I feel like that's gonna be, if Remedy brings something to the table, it's gonna be that shooter that was kind of delayed. We don't know. It was just they brought a cinematic. It looked cool.
Yeah, that was at the Xbox conference, right?
Oh, really? Okay.
When was that?
I didn't remember what it was. That was a while ago. It was a long time.
2019, I want to say.
So, yeah, I don't know if we saw it together, but we were talking. We were talking when it happened.
They still launched Control after they showed that gameplay or that demo or that cinematic?
Control came out before this cinematic happened because it was like the next thing that I was like, oh, is this
Remedy?
Remedy?
It's supposed to come out in 2020.
Because I definitely think we've had rumors of Alan Wake 2 happen.
Oh,
We've had a lot of rumors of it.
That would blow my mind. That's all I want. Alan Wake. I love it.
I think on top of that, we get an IP. We get that IP or whatever. We'll get some sort of information about what else they're working on. Remedy's gonna become a top tier studio, baby. I think Control was really, really good in my opinion. Like really freaking good.
That's my next after Last of Us 2.
I didn't get the story at all, but I loved it. I didn't understand what was going on the entire time.
It's such a cool game to play.
My bad. Crossfire X was unveiled at E3 20.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then we'll probably get more of that because we haven't heard anything about that since. Okay, my next one, we have to talk about Lego Skywalker Saga because God, I'm so freaking excited for this game. My guess we'll get at least 10 minutes of gameplay. At least 10 minutes of gameplay. Like we'll see. We'll see how the new engine looks finally because we've only really gotten cinematics and stuff and like leaked footage of it. We'll see how the shooting mechanics are, like the third person shooting, the third person driving, like all this sort of thing. It's not just like over the head Star Wars anymore. Like it's a full thing. Okay.
Wow.
I want to see the the hub area, all that kind of stuff. I want to see the giant ass 150 million character screen that they're doing with like, it's like every single character ever. I think we get a September release date finally. I think that's a safe bet for a Lego game. Just drop it right in that holiday time. Have it be
a little later.
All right, fine. September, November, something around there.
October. No.
Yeah, it'll be end of the year.
Just say every month. Yeah.
They won't push it to 2022. Here's where it gets a little crazy. I've been reading some stuff. And I want you guys to call me on my BS, okay? There's speculation online that because this is a new engine for Lego games, they're going to be able to develop more Lego games at a faster rate. The rumor is that, yes, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga is in development and pretty much done, and they've already started working on the Lego Marvel Infinity Saga game.
I heard the same thing, and I think it is a strong prediction.
Can you imagine? I don't think it could be all. How many movies are in this Marvel Cinematic Universe? 23. Like, I mean, up to Endgame.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Like 22. So 22 up to Endgame. Can you imagine playing through 22 freaking movies with all the characters? But here's the thing.
So sick.
9 is already a lot for the Skywalker Saga, and that took years. Imagine doing 22 full stories. I'm assuming they'll actually like do a highlight reel through all the stuff and blend it into a story. That would make more sense to me. Yeah. But that would be a huge game that would sell so well. I'm excited to see the new engine more than anything at this damn conference, bro.
I meant to say this along with the Nintendo stuff earlier because it was in a bullet point right under it. I don't think we're gonna get any as much as I hate to say, I don't think we're gonna get any mention of Metroid whatsoever.
I don't know. Maybe
that's my devil's advocate.
Okay. I hope.
prediction.
I hope you're
I'm
wrong.
not up to date with.
It's
with
not my
Metroid
hope,
stuff, so
but it is what I think they're gonna do.
Sure.
I'll
That's
go
fair.
with
This
you.
is
on
my
one.
this
What
is
does
my
it think?
actual one for
Hmm.
this round.
Okay.
Sony shows a prototype of their PlayStation VR 2, talk about improvements briefly, and that's it.
You think they unveil it right there? The PSVR 2 is ready to be unveiled.
We've already seen the controllers.
Yes.
I think
You're
we'll see
right.
a headset.
You're right.
100%, James. I'm right there with you. I have one in mind. I put even a stretch, but I want to see. I feel like they're gonna unveil something with that. I want to see like a trailer, and they're gonna have a kid with it, and then we playing around with it, showing some of the like on a TV screen, and we'll see some games.
Oh my.
So
I don't think we'll see games, but I think
No?
we'll see
Okay.
the hardware.
Okay. Do you think they give us a rough year that it could come out? I don't know. It's
I don't know.
I think they could.
wow. PSVR 2. We get to see that headset this summer. Maybe.
that would be amazing.
Maybe.
We've seen the controllers, so it wouldn't be too far off to
Yeah.
see the headset.
See, I'm gonna talk about the Forest 2. I feel like it's more PC stuff, but we might see the Forest 2. We saw a little trailer. It was like a tease of like he's back on the island or something like that. So I think we're
Yeah.
gonna see more. Maybe if it depends on the company. I put depends on what company that is. I'm not sure, of course.
Yeah.
But if you'll know more info on that, but I think
I
Forest
think
2
it would
we'll
be
see
at
some
the
more stuff.
Microsoft conference because I think
Okay.
the Forest was unveiled at an old Microsoft E3.
Okay.
I
I'm
could be wrong.
I think
It
the
could be a
Microsoft
low
conference is going to be the biggest conference. Microsoft's going to have
Yeah.
the biggest
Yeah.
conference here.
We'll
Absolutely.
see a lot of like indie games, like kind of like Forest and more smaller like PC Ultimate Game Pass, really pushing that.
Right.
Game Pass
Oh,
Ultimate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
And
what Microsoft does right now.
Forest has been getting a huge push, like recently again. They've been
Mhm.
throwing sales everywhere and stuff like that, and I've seen it around so much more, even though it's been out for years. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're working on Forest too. I have another one for Microsoft's conference. I think that this is not really a stretch. I feel like this is kind of like a dumb prediction because I feel like it's gonna happen. But Xbox is gonna show Halo Infinite Battle Royale. My guess is we get not only the gameplay, like more gameplay. Well, we've already seen gameplay for like the campaign, right? We'll
Yes.
see
Yeah.
Battle Royale gameplay at this point, or like multiplayer gameplay. Plus, we'll get another story trailer that maybe has some gameplay clips edited in of like the main story, but not. We won't get like a whole slice of actual campaign gameplay.
How does it look though?
It looks way freaking better than anything they showed, and they make sure it's 100% polished, and people post screenshots and put it against Ratchet and Clank, being like, "Oh, Xbox is the best graphics. Look at this!"
Oh my god.
And then on the comments, it's just Kevin. It's that big
Thing.
that thing called.
That face.
That's what they called it, Kevin, right?
I don't know. I don't.
The monster.
But yeah, I
alien?
know what you're talking
This-
about. The face.
this- yeah, yeah. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it. And then we'll get the release date, and it'll be the final release date with no delays. I think that this will be it, and I think it launches at the end of the year.
All right. Starfield gets a gameplay demo and a trailer.
Holy crap!
Explicitly stated as exclusive for Game Pass and Microsoft platforms.
Yeah, yeah. We have to get Starfield. We have to get Starfield. We've been a while since we've seen it. I
2022 quarter 2.
okay.
I don't know. I even feel like that's fast.
Yeah. Okay, so I wrote we get a Starfield trailer. I don't know if we get gameplay, and I said late
I think we'll get
2022.
gameplay.
I wrote not gameplay, definitely a trailer. End of the year 2022, no release date, but they'll say some BS like
We've
more to
seen
see
gameplay
soon.
screenshot.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Now, I was gonna pitch this, and I was like, "This is kind of a joke." Spider-Man 2. Now, hear me out. I think we might get a tease because back, I think it was E3, where we saw that God of War thing. That show, we had also seen the new Call of Duty, Spider-Man, the Spider-Man cinematic trailer. So there was a lot of
That was
heavy
the-
hitters.
That
It was a
the
huge one, right?
E3 of
Yeah, you remember.
dreams.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, we're back from COVID. The
I
world's
still
going
think
back.
about that E3.
Yeah, it's great. So I was hey, I feel like Spider-Man 2, there's been plenty of time. They're slowly working on it. I think we're going to see just something, a little tease or something. Kind of like the God of War was. We'll see that God of War Ragnarok tease for Spider-Man. And we'll see like the title card where it shows the two logos and then maybe like a Mysterio type vibe where the villain's revealed or
Right.
something. I don't know.
I think you're out of your goddamn mind.
Well,
I do think
something. Venom.
I think it has to be Venom because of the
Yeah.
way Spider-Man ended.
Well, we have to think. We were shocked when we got the Miles Morales. Like,
Yeah,
that was so
true.
soon. It felt like after Spider-Man came out.
That was really soon.
And it was
It
a
was
whole game. Solid too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're just pumping it out. They might be pumping it out.
Yeah,
I'll
it might
do a
already
counter
be kinda-
because I think Sunset Overdrive is coming to PlayStation 5.
Oh shoot.
So
That's
I
true.
feel like they wouldn't do Sunset Overdrive PS5 and Spider-Man reveal unless it was just a little tease.
Do you think they reveal Sunset Overdrive at E3?
What, like a sequel or is this a remaster?
It's a
It's-
remaster. Well, it's either. I think it's just like a
port. So
Like
it was an
60 frames
Xbox
per
only
second
game.
port.
Yeah, was this game
Yeah.
popular? Like I remember on Xbox
Yeah, it was
One, that was
huge.
their.
That
Oh,
was
really?
the
Okay.
system, one of the system sellers for
Oh,
when
wow.
Xbox first came out.
Mhm.
And Insomniac built off that to make Spider-Man, like the movement and
Yeah.
stuff like that. in
Oh,
that game.
true.
So
Yeah.
I think that's Insomniac.
That would make sense.
It's safer.
yeah, my next guess is that we get Jedi Fallen
I
Order
also
2.
have that.
We'll get a
Tell me
teaser
about it.
trailer, and my guess we get a teaser trailer with maybe some famous Star Wars voice in there, so that people can speculate. No gameplay yet, but maybe just like literally the tease.
Cinematic. Yeah.
Who
And
do you
I
play as?
you play as Cal Kestis.
Okay.
It's Cal Kestis again,
Mhm.
but it's gonna have some sort of tie into some
More
sort of
involved, way
Rebels or
sure.
Clone Wars or something like that. You know what I mean? Something.
Just
Oh no,
the
sorry,
show?
no. Like, I know it's afterwards, but like, no. Well, yeah, it'll have some sort of
During
tie
Rebels
into like.
era.
Sure. My guess is that comes through the Xbox conference since it's EA. I
Okay.
think.
Release date?
Oh, actually, no. It'll come
release
in the
window?
EA conference. I don't think we get a
Yeah.
release window, just that they're making it.
Okay.
That's it.
I said expected coming sooner than expected in quarter 2 2022. I originally had not a single word about Marvel's Avengers, but it just got announced that they're going to go over Black Panther
Yeah.
DLC and some
Mhm.
other stuff. So I'll move on to my next one. Not a peep about the new Naughty Dog title. If anything, it's going to be a little teaser, like a logo or a working title.
Totally
Okay.
agree. We don't get anything from Naughty Dog. Not a single thing.
It'll be like a leaf, and it'll say a word like atmosphere, and we won't even know what that
We'll
is.
be like, oh
We'll
my
be like, what the fuck
god.
is this?
yeah. We'll be freaking out, losing our
Whoa.
minds.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
What
not-
does this
I
mean?
agree.
What does this symbolize? Yeah.
Yeah.
No Naughty Dog.
Here's one that I think we'll see maybe for the Microsoft one, Skull and Bones, which people have been hyping up, and I kind of
Huh.
I've been on that train a little bit because it's kind of like Sea of Thieves, I know, but I feel like could maybe see something that could kind of die off and not happen, but I don't know. I feel like it's hyped, but it might not perform well. But
That-
unless it shocks on this reveal.
That'll be during the Ubisoft event.
Ubisoft- Oh,
Yep.
Ubisoft.
Yeah,
Ubisoft Forward.
because the last time we saw that was in 2018. So yeah,
Okay.
we're about due for some Skull and
Okay.
Bones gameplay.
But there is like a connection there with Xbox, right? In a way,
Sure,
or no?
probably like
Is that just my head of Sea of
I don't
I
Thieves?
mean, it might. No,
Yeah, I
if
think so.
anything, it'll be on Game Pass, but I mean,
Okay.
it's not a Microsoft property.
Gotham Knights, baby. We'll get a new thing of gameplay, and it's not going to just be edited gameplay. Like last time we got like a couple edited sections. I think we're going to get a full mission, like one mission
Yeah.
or
Yep.
something like that.
Start to finish.
Yep. And I think this is coming out in that May next year range, right before summer. That seems like a
quarter
decent
two.
spot for that.
We got a new title from Obsidian. That's not the Outer Worlds 2. They had a lot of success with Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna do maybe a new IP. They really liked Outer Worlds. A lot of people really liked Outer Worlds. A lot of people are speculating Outer Worlds 2.
Mhm.
But I think they're gonna move on to a different IP just because I think I want them to move on to a different IP.
I think we will see a new Call of Duty reveal, like always. This is a basic one because it's not like it's huge, but I think we will get like a cinematic trailer giving us a vibe of the era, even though it's kind of been leaked that it's gonna be World War II. We're gonna see, like always, just pushing that.
I'm gonna be completely disinterested.
I can't
Yeah.
wait for this to be completely overshadowed by Battlefield 6.
Oh, 100%,
Holy-
dude.
Oh,
100%.
yeah, baby.
Yes. That's
Call
what
of
I'm
Duty is
saying,
going
yeah.
to be tweeting extra tweets with
It's gonna
like
be
extra
dead.
screenshots
Yeah.
weeks after it goes.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to be basking in Battlefield 6
Mm-hmm.
in the sun, the glorious light rays of
Yes.
Battlefield 6.
Beautiful.
It's
Beautiful.
going to hurt bad for COD this year. But
Yep.
that's okay. So be it. This is my favorite prediction of them all. Sony finally gives us a list of compatible SSDs that work with the PlayStation 5, and I will go and buy one immediately before they sell out during the conference. While the conference is going, I will buy one right away.
That's a great prediction.
Nice. You can
That's
install more than one game now.
Finally. I can finally
great
play
prediction.
something and have a friend that wants to play something else with me, and I can actually keep that game on there for those random times when I want to play with them.
Yeah.
And try to instead of trying to plan a week ahead of time to download the game.
Ready?
Yep.
Hideo Kojima makes an appearance with a super f***ing ominous trailer of the horror game he's been working on, and it's like a 1-minute cinematic trailer.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That sounds, yeah, it makes sense.
Very similar to a Death Stranding reveal where it
Mhm.
got some weird, like, I mean, if it happens on one of like the digital stages, like it'll
Yeah.
be some weird stage setup.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna be a fucking hologram or something like that.
Yeah.
And then my addition to that is that the cinematic fades out and it says edited by Hideo Kojima. Right. Because he always puts that. Because he edits them himself.
yeah.
He's so proud of it.
Epic.
That's cool.
I love the narcissist.
Yep. It'll be super, super good.
Here's my stretch. This is my huge stretch. And
I can't wait.
I feel proud that I saw this one, but we could maybe see, huge stretch, I have to say that again, a Elite type controller, a new one, the Series 3 for Xbox, or maybe PlayStation comes out with like here's a new, this is more tech
Be
side.
awesome.
You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like that's
Right.
huge. But I think like, oh, wow, it'd be cool if we saw a Series 3 for next gen. You know, I want to
Yep.
see a new Elite. Or
Totally.
PlayStation comes out with something, because they
Right.
don't have one, right?
Yeah.
A new controller. But that's
Pokemon, what is it called? Arceus? Arceus?
Arceus.
Arceus. Pokemon Arceus gameplay looks way better than the trailer they showed originally. Like much stronger graphics. And that will not launch with... Wait, they already gave a release date. That comes out in January. So that'll be out by the time the Super Switch is out.
We get the Elden Ring trailer that was leaked, and we get fall release date.
This year Elden Ring's coming out?
October. Yeah. It's
means
coming out this year.
insane.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
coming out
goodness.
this year.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not coming
Yeah, it
out
is.
this year.
No. It's been cooking. It's in the back. They've just been keeping it marinating in the oven, baby.
I don't know, man. Oh my god.
It's coming.
Okay. All right.
This is just stuff that I don't care for, but I just want to call it out. We're gonna see, because it's always boring. I put bore. New Fortnite trailer, which is gonna
Yep.
be disappointing to see that Epic Games logo
right.
and be like
What's the next
Fortnite
collab?
season.
Call the next collab.
Alien. Oh, I'm gonna say
What's
Mario, Super Mario, and Luigi.
They Nintendo?
Nintendo.
Cute.
Oh,
Cute.
no, it's gonna happen. It's gonna
No
happen.
way.
Super Mario. Yeah, they already have it. They have everything, man. It's gonna be insane. Okay,
I'll pay you $20 if it's a Mario
if it's
crossover.
Super
Hey,
Mario.
they
okay,
already
I'll
have
take it.
Nintendo and PlayStation. Nintendo's next. That's actually a great prediction, Ryder. I take it back. This is a great prediction.
Dude, that's terrible.
Okay, and then of course new content for Apex. I feel like they're still gonna keep it alive. Maybe, I don't know if we'll see anything from them,
A
but who
new
knows?
character. Or
I'm sure.
Maybe, yeah.
Titanfall, what's
Mhm.
going on?
Yeah, and then
Is this when they unveil the Titanfall stuff? Because they've been adding Titanfall
Yeah.
content.
Yeah,
Are they dropping Titans in it? Yes or no, Ryder?
Mm.
What have we got?
I'm gonna say no. I don't think
No
that's.
I think it's a yes.
I don't think there's enough.
I think
love
I think
there.
this is the time to do it.
Okay. We'll see.
think they're
We'll,
gonna be
we'll
like
be
a-
watching and we'll be like, you got me.
Do you know how annoying it would be to go up against a Titan in a battle royale? The final 5 and one person's a Titan. I would just
That's why
shut
there's
off.
well, that's
Shut
why
it
there's
off.
anti-Titan weapons. They know what they're doing.
That's true.
They know what
just-
they're doing.
Uninstall.
I would. I
That's so
truly
funny.
would.
Okay, and then lastly, I put, because I just want to say this, anything Arkham, of course, and maybe Suicide Squad. But if I see Rockstar, I'm not Rockstar. Dang it.
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady, thank you. Yeah, Rocksteady. I'm gonna be losing my mind. And I just want to say, because I want you guys to know how excited I am for Arkham. I love.
My guess for that is that they wait for Suicide Squad to show more at DC Fandom, whatever, at the end of summer. But we do
100%.
get Gotham Knights because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
WB.
Makes sense. And that's first, right? It's that one first,
yeah.
and then Suicide Squad way later. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guess on that one.
Huh?
My guess is Forza Horizon 5 gets announced at the Xbox conference. The graphics will make people lose their mind. Game will look gorgeous and will be a driving
it
lover's
then?
dream come true. It is in Japan, is my guess.
Oh.
And it'll be a true drifting nut.
Someone watch the kind of funny predictions.
I did not watch the Kind of Funny predictions.
Wow.
This is actually a kid at my internship last night. He was like, "Yo, Horizon 5 is gonna be in Japan." I was like,
Tokyo
"Interesting,
Drift, dude.
very interesting."
Insane. I think Tokyo makes sense. Neon, all the neon colors and everything.
That'd be so sick.
That
Are
would
really
be
gonna
cool.
stretch there.
But I think
yeah.
it would go from like the city to the countryside. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah,
With
good
all
call.
Next up for me, Microsoft Crossfire X gets a gameplay demo. We were talking about
There
that earlier, so that won't count. We get exclusive Nintendo Switch Pro games revealed that are only played on the Switch Pro.
When do you think they announce the Switch Pro so that they can announce these games?
I'm gonna say, how many more weeks do we have? I'm gonna say next week.
We literally have
E3
about
is-
a week and a half till they have
Yeah,
this
I'm gonna
conference.
say like Tuesday next week.
Okay. My next prediction is a little bold, but I think we get a new Uncharted game that gets announced during the PlayStation
die.
conference, but it's
die.
not being produced by Naughty Dog. It's a totally different studio.
Interesting.
And it's not Nathan Drake. It's like maybe Sam or something else like that.
Sully when he's 20.
Yeah. I heard a lot of rumors about that, about a new Uncharted game from a different studio. And I think,
Mar-
well, here's the thing. This is kind of a shot in the dark because we don't know what new IPs or new things that Sony's working on, like at all. They say they have 25 exclusive games being cooked up right now.
Ridiculous.
would not be surprised if Uncharted is one of them. James,
Next up, we get bum 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 bum. Welcome to the world of Grand Theft Auto 6.
the camera goes through the clouds.
Camera goes through the clouds,
Oh my
shows
God.
off like the different NPCs and all the random shit the NPCs are doing.
You can
Guy's
do
angry at his
anything.
wife. He's flipping off some dude driving on the street. You show it's just like
Crime.
shots of like different activities and shit. Where is it? It's on Miami, baby. We know that. That's no surprise.
Sure.
And that's during the Sony conference.
That'll be the-
Oh, actually, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
NetherRealm releases a fighting game that is neither MK nor Injustice 3.
Breaks my heart. Breaks my heart.
We get new Xbox Series X controller colors.
Yeah.
We got a new Wolfenstein, maybe in the Cold War era. New 2D Donkey Kong that lets you play as a new Kong. More Dragon Age footage with a real trailer this time, maybe a gameplay demo.
Okay.
And the next Mass Effect is talked about, but no trailer.
Here's my question back at you. Will Mass Effect Legendary Edition progress carry into Mass Effect 4?
Yes.
I think so too. I think that'd be cool.
Yes.
All your decisions in those games. That would be awesome. All right, my far stretch is that Sony announces a PlayStation Now revamp that is similar to Game Pass, but still has some sort of BS that holds it back from being great. That is my far out stretch. It probably won't happen, but you know,
I like
it's worth
that.
a shot.
Boy can dream.
WarioWare, baby. Let's get a new
Whoa!
Let's get a WarioWare game for the Switch. Where I want all the motion controls going on.
Yeah.
I want it to be the best party game you can possibly have on the Switch.
Is it coming to Switch Pro?
110%. even though there's absolutely no reason to play it on Switch Pro because the
Sure.
graphics they could be terrible on purpose. I don't even care. Oh my god, I can't wait. Yep. So WarioWare. And then my far out wish that's not going to happen, but I can dream is Splinter Cell. Sam Fisher is going to be at a Ubisoft conference.
There's no way. They
We've been
left
saying
Sam
this-
Fisher to die.
We've been saying this for 5 E3 straight. We've been wanting Sam Fisher to show up. He's not
It's
going to
not
show
happening.
up. And another weird thing I heard this morning is that a Guardians of the Galaxy game is going to be announced from Square Montreal. And I said, hell no, I don't want Square anywhere near my superheroes. I want Square after what they did
Get
with
'em away.
Avengers, get them away.
I got excited and then you reminded me and I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's right. No.
Put those efforts into Lego Skywalker or Lego
Yeah.
Infinity Saga. I'll be a happy man. I'll be a happy man.
I'm so excited now when we watch these shows. I'm
I
gonna have
know.
this list up and be like, oh, you called it or we called it. That's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be
This is
awesome.
great.
Just to watch all the conferences, all the big ones.
And we're gonna be covering it here on the stream live. So if you guys
We
want to
will.
hop in, chat it up with us, let us be in there.
Yeah, audio listeners, if you're listening right now and you want like dates and stuff that we're gonna do this, you can hop in our Discord or subscribe to our YouTube, all that good stuff. We'll have and tweet. If you just go on Twitter, we'll be posting like all when we're going live on Twitter. That's probably the
Photos
easiest
and
place.